Hey guys, this week we've been talking about decluttering our minds, and I'm going to get very practical for you today. Today I want to talk about ways that we can practice freeing up our space so we can live life without feeling like we're constantly treading water. We know that God is in control of our circumstances, but sometimes we can make life a little bit easier for ourselves, decluttering our minds by living wisely. So let's talk about some ways to do that. Decluttering your mind means saying no more than saying yes, so you can say yes to the things that matter. So give your life some margin. For example, if you have a big day coming up with an early morning, it's okay to say no to a gathering the night before if it feels like maybe that's too much for you. Don't try to squeeze so much out of every single day that you don't have any downtime. It kind of reminds me of when you go to a theme park. You want to visit every attraction there, you want to go on every ride possible, eat at the right spots. You try to get everything out of that theme park and your day there that you possibly can. But then you return home utterly exhausted, like you need a vacation from your vacation. And this is not the way to live life. Chris and I talk about this all the time. And some of you heard me say this before, but as a parent these days, we feel the pressure to let our children experience everything they possibly can. But that means that they grow up not knowing how to miss out on things, not knowing how to safeguard their own time, and that can set them up for a disaster once they're married and have children of their own. Decluttering your mind also means guarding what you take in, what you watch, what music you listen to. And as a Christian, you hear this and you probably automatically think I'm referring to inappropriate things that maybe you shouldn't be looking at, or things along those lines. And while yes, I am, I'm also referring to guarding your time with how much television or YouTube or whatever it is that you may be watching. Are there other things that you can be doing with your time that'll help free up your mind? Are you running behind on things that are due, homework, work, etc.? Decluttering your mind could be getting a head start on that project that's coming up, getting that run in for a race that you're training for. Maybe not watching Food Network late at night when you're working on your diet, or fasting, because we all know that's pure torture and doesn't always lead to good things. So how do we live wisely? I'm going to share James chapter 3, verses 13 through 18, because it's talking about gaining wisdom from God. However, when you have time, you should just read the entire book of James, as it touches on many of the topics that we've already talked about this week. It's very short, only 5 chapters. So James chapter 3, verse 13 through 18. Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his works in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambitions exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. So that is all I have for you today. I will see you back here tomorrow.